Okay, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about the organization in Blackboard and how to build a grading rubric. So this is the shell right here. When you log in, this is where all the information would be. This is the menu system that helps organize everything. So I can go into day one and see this is what I have in day one. On my journals page, there is a discussion board. The writing unit might have some more stuff. So it's just a way to organize things. It's very easy to make one. Simply go to the plus, and I'm going to add content area, test area for Sapphire. I can make it available, I can make it not available. We'll make it available. And here it is. I can just click and drag. It can go anywhere I want. And if I want to start adding stuff to it, I click on it, and here I go. So let's add an assignment with a rubric in this area. The assessment area has anything that can be graded. Content is what it is. It's just content. So under assessments, if I'm going to add an assignment with a rubric, I'll click assignment. And a lot of what I do in speech communication as well as web multimedia is rubric based. So let's say I'm going to have my web multimedia kids make a postcard. So I title it postcard. I can change the color of the header if I want. I can format that. And in this area, I would add directions. What size, what theme, what DPI, etc. And then whatever needs to get added here, I can. I can embed pictures. I can change the look of this text if I want. I can change the font to something, just like that. Okay, so let's add the rubric now. Down underneath grading, I get the option to add a rubric. I can select one if I've already made one. I can copy from another one that I've already made, or I can make a new one. So I'll make a new one here. I'm going to make sure I'm on the capture here. So I'm going to name my rubric postcard, so that anytime I do a postcard in the future, I can just use this rubric. I can describe it for the students as well. Underneath, number 2, rubric detail. Generally when I do it for points. You can do a point range. You can do a percent. Like I said, I just do points. Points is generally easier for me. And oftentimes I will use at least 4 columns. They give you these built-in titles: novice, competent, proficient. Usually I'll click edit and I'll name the last one advanced. If I go to a 5th column, I might call it super advanced. And the students generally don't care about this as much as they care about the points. So for formatting, well, maybe I want to make sure that they use the proper resolution. For something like this, it might be, if they do it correctly, they get 3 points. If they get one of the resolutions correct, if they get the width correct with the height wrong, maybe they get 2 points. If they come really close, maybe I'll give them 1 point, and both of these can be 0. Organization, if their postcard is really super organized, it might be worth 5 points, and I can drop this 4, 3, 2, and if I want to keep this at 0, I can. If I want to keep it at 1. Grammar, maybe I don't want grammar. Maybe I want something else, so I can edit this. And maybe I'm looking at creativity, which is very, very it's a judgment call. So maybe I'll only make this worth 3 points as well. So we'll do a 3, 2, 1, 0. In these boxes, I can describe what I'm looking for. So like I said, for formatting, all resolution is correct at 4:6 and 300 DPI. One aspect of resolution off. 2 aspects of resolution So you could list all of what you're looking for. If you wanted to add more criteria, simply click Add Row. And this little drop-down edit is how you're adding more things. So I could say turn in. If they turn it in on time, it's worth 4. 1 day late, so on and so forth. So right now, as you can see, the excuse me, the points are worth 15. So when I click submit, the system, click OK to assign the rubric's maximum points, click OK, and Blackboard has assigned 15 points. I can show this rubric to the students. It defaults to no. I think that's kind of dumb, so I always check that yes, so the students can see what the rubric is, and I make it available, but you can limit the availability as well. I think you can do that in Sapphire. So I click submit, and here's my assignment postcard right here. So you can see the text is red. I can format this guy right here, and then as a student, I can click on this mode to look at it as a student. Student comes in, they can click, they can see, this is worth 15, this is the directions, what's the grading rubric going to look like? Well, here it is. I can look at it. And they can read, oh, this is what he's looking for here, this is what he's looking for here. I want to be super advanced and get 15 points. So when the student turns it in, they would browse their computer and upload whatever file they're looking for. So that is the rubric edition that we discussed for Sapphire.